Well, you know what they say, 7mm is better than no millimeters. And yes, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the farm. So I'm a bit ashamed to say that I took a bit of a day yesterday. Managed to get a video edited for you guys in the morning. Got my quarterly bass all done and dusted, boxed up, and then after lunch I just spent a bit of time mainly with Pia because poor Stacey's got infected ears and an infected throat. She's been really under the weather, like I said in the last video, so she was a bit of a slow day yesterday. But this morning what I'm going to do is there's a meeting in town, a grain marketing strategy meeting put on by Market Check. So if you've been following along here for a while, a few months ago I went to a free seminar put on basically by Grain Growers SA and Market Check, and they gave out free information and just some stuff about grain marketing, and I ended up doing a 3-month free trial with Market Check just to get an idea what they're about. But like I said, they're doing a free strategy meeting in town today, and they said would I like to go along, so we're going to go along and see if we can't learn some more stuff about grain marketing. Well, as always, that was very interesting, and it went for way longer than what I was thinking it was going to go for. It's just about to click over to 11 o'clock now. So yeah, that's a bit of a surprise, because when we got there they were saying it was maybe going to go for an hour, but it was very good information, useful, really touched on the year that has just gone, where the markets were at, where they are now. Seems like the global wheat market at the moment is fairly flat, but you know, our market here has actually sort of maintained itself fairly well, and that's just because last year the price of wheat in Australia never went as high as it did around the rest of the world, partly because we just had such an amazing year across the country that the exporters just had to sit back and do absolutely nothing. But with a smaller crop this year and a lot worse year across the country, you know, we've sort of managed to be maintaining our price on our wheat. So anyway, like I said, interesting stuff. It's time to go back and get into some work though, I think. So we're just going to kick off exactly where we left off the other day. We're going to get this sprayer going, because I know I said to you guys in that episode that we cannot afford for this machine to be down, and well, Dad's gone away for a few days and he's left me with a couple of spray jobs that need to be done pretty ASAP, so we do need to get this thing going. So I am just putting this spiral wrap on here just as another extra bit of insulation over the hose, stop it from rubbing, anything like that. It's just me being a bit pedantic really. There's a few planes flying around at the moment. We've got the Jamestown Air Show this weekend. And then the following weekend, I believe we have the National Shearing Championships in Jamestown at the showgrounds there. So we've had 3 big weekends in our part of the world. We've had the Jamestown Races, the Jamestown Show, the Jamestown Air Show, and then the Shearing Championships. I'll get this end on first, so then I'm not dealing with 2 fittings that are trying to leak while I connect them. It'll just be the other end. Right, now for the oily part. It's going to leak absolutely everywhere, because I've got to get a new O-ring in there. There's not much I can do about it. Now, I don't think we're going to come and stick a pressure cleaner up under here to clean that oil off, because we got those stickers everywhere under there, so I think we'll just brake clean that bit off. Now, when you cut zip ties off, make sure to cut them on a nice angle like that, so they're really sharp and pointy, and then when you come back and put your arm up here next time, it slices you open like an apple. No, don't really do that. Trim them off flush. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Cut your zip ties off flush. Not a drop was spilt then, how about that? Well, I just got completely carried away there, and all of a sudden, it's nearly 4:30 in the afternoon. I got to make sure that I have everything that I need for tomorrow morning to go spraying, because I'm going to have a window in the morning, so if I can get one of those jobs done in the morning, I will. Hello, I got something for you. Come here. I found a pea plant growing out in a paddock. There's peas. You want peas?
Yes.
Put your hands out. These are all peas. Both hands. Come here, I can't reach you. This is going to be a mess. They're going to go everywhere. I found peas growing out in the paddock.
Oh, yeah.
Just one random pea plant.
Oh.
So I picked them all.
What,
they're delicious.
Beans or?
Yeah. So I just had a phone call, well, from a neighbour really, who rang about our hay that's been cut down up the road there and was asking if we'd like to sell any to him, which would be a really, really good outcome, because there's probably way more there than what we need for our own use. So, and plus his house is literally like 1, maybe 2 kilometres away from where that hay's cut, so nice. That is that other concave support tube for the other side. I repaired the last one in the last video and I still needed to do that one, but she's all done and dusted now. It's not perfect at all, but like it's probably within 1/4 to 1/2 mil, and considering the grooves that were in it before, that's a massive improvement. So we'll paint him up, another job done. Morning. So we are just racing the breeze this morning. Going to get a quick spray job done. So this paddock here is the paddock that I came out into a couple of episodes ago. It has quite a lot of ryegrass up the east and southern side. So we're getting out here, getting on top of this now, which will be very, very nice. I don't know if you guys can see on the camera out there, but can you see all the flies hanging around the cab? That is unbelievable. They must just be like, oh yeah, there's a tasty human in there, we'll try and get in. So a lot of these spray jobs that I'm doing now are in preparation for next year, and it's just funny, it's kind of interesting like that, you know. A lot of what we do as farmers is we're not necessarily thinking about now, we're thinking about next year and even the following year. What we're going to do with that bit of land, how we're going to manage it, what we can put into the rotation to achieve the things that we want to achieve. So it's funny, it's just an interesting thought, especially if you're not a farmer. So it's kind of almost hard to be living in the now, because you're always thinking about what's happening next year and the year after, and like I said, what are we doing and what are we trying to achieve with this particular block or this paddock. So there you go, that's my 2 cents. So I've had a few people saying in the comments that, oh, you always seem to be spraying something, and how much of your budget goes towards chemical. Well, yeah, I'm always spraying something because we grow a lot of different crops. We've got pastures, we've got vetch, canola, beans, wheat, barley. Seeding this year, everything was a little bit staggered. We didn't just get one big rain and sort of get everything going all at once. So crops have been at different growth stages. We've been caught out with some bugs here and there that have required insecticides, and we've been spray topping, like spraying out quite a few vetch paddocks this year. Just often we'll just grass free them and then they'll get grazed really heavily, and we won't need to do that. But this year, for whatever reason, maybe we've had just more than enough feed, and so some of the vetch paddocks have sort of got away, and there's been a bit of late germination of ryegrass and all that sort of thing. So anyway, I've got a really interesting graph I'm going to show you on, just, it's pretty basic, show you just how much money we spend on chemical per crop, basically. Okay guys, here's a bit of a rough graph that shows the breakdown of the expenses to grow each of the different crops that we grow. So in the middle here we got a chemical. This is the one that we mainly want to look at here in the green, or at least I think it's green. I'm a little bit colorblind, so As you can see, we probably range from 15% on the barley to about 30% of the cost of growing the crop on the beans. If you look at the breakdown here, really the main expenses are your fertilizer and your machinery, your labor, repairs, maintenance, fuel, all that other stuff. That's probably the biggest expense. So you can say, I mean, it's not like chemicals nothing, but it's definitely not as big as what some people may think it is when you're watching my videos. Now, of course, there's going to be some things that aren't included on that price there, like when we've been caught out and had to do an insecticide or say spray topping the vetch like I was doing today, but an insecticide's pretty cheap. Going out and doing a bit of glyphosate over the vetch, I mean, I think we're paying $4.50 a litre for that glyphosate, so it's pretty cheap. About 2 litres a hectare is what I was putting down. Are all chemicals cheap? No, there are some very, very expensive ones, but I just thought this would be an interesting little exercise to look at so you could just see the breakdown of what it actually takes and where all the costs go when you're growing a crop. Well guys, I am going to leave this episode here. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for watching the videos. We really do appreciate it. You guys have yourselves a good one, and until next time, see ya.